I only saw that girl's face for 1 second. But even now, 3 years later, sometimes when I look into my mirror at night, I still see her standing behind me. I'm 19 years old, and after what happened to me last year, I don't think I'll ever go near another abandoned place again. This happened on Mother's Day. My mom loves hiking, so she wanted all of us to spend the day together as a family. We drove out to a remote canyon in New Mexico, hours away from the city. It was me, my mom, and my 2 younger sisters. At first, everything felt normal. The weather was perfect, the desert looked beautiful, and honestly, the hike was peaceful. But while we were walking back near sunset, everything suddenly became quiet. Too quiet. No wind, no birds, no insects, nothing. It felt like the entire desert had gone dead. That's when my little sister suddenly stopped walking. She pointed down toward the canyon floor, and there it was. An old wooden house sitting completely alone in the middle of the desert. It looked wrong, like it didn't belong there. The wood was black and rotten. The windows were shattered, and the front door slowly creaked open and closed by itself. But the weirdest part was, there wasn't any wind. For some reason, the second I looked at that house, my chest tightened. I couldn't explain it. It felt familiar, like I had seen it before. My sisters wanted to walk closer to it, and just as we started moving toward the house, I heard a girl whisper directly into my ear, "You finally came back." I froze instantly. Every hair on my body stood up. I turned around. Nobody was there. Then I felt cold breath against the back of my neck, and the voice whispered again, soft, gentle, almost loving. "I waited for you." I should have been terrified, but somehow I wasn't. That was the scariest part. Instead of fear, I felt comfort, like I knew her, like I had heard that voice before somewhere deep in my memory. Then suddenly, images flashed through my mind. A dark room, wooden walls, strange symbols scratched into the floor, and a girl standing in the corner watching me. Long black hair covering her face, but I could still see her smile. Too wide, way too wide. I blinked, and the vision disappeared. But now I couldn't stop staring at the house. My legs slowly started moving toward it on their own. I could hear my mom calling my name behind me, but her voice sounded distant, like I was underwater. Then the girl whispered again, "Come home." And somehow, I wanted to. I wanted to walk inside that house more than anything. I slowly stepped closer to the open doorway. Inside was complete darkness, but deep inside that darkness, I saw 2 white eyes staring at me. Not blinking, not moving, just watching. Then slowly, something stepped forward. And that's when I finally saw her. Her skin looked pale gray, dead. Her arms were too long. Her fingers nearly touched her knees, and her smile stretched almost to her ears. But her eyes, they were completely black. No white, no pupils, just darkness. Then she tilted her head slowly. Crack. The sound echoed through the canyon. She tilted it farther. Crack. Like bones snapping one by one. Then she smiled wider. "Why did you leave me here alone?" The second she said that, another image flashed in my head. I was standing inside that same house. The girl was sitting on the floor, crying. There was blood everywhere, and my hands were covered in it. I stumbled backward in panic. My heart started pounding so hard I thought I would faint. But then, the girl suddenly appeared inches from my face. I never saw her move. 1 second she was standing in the doorway, and the next she was right in front of me, close enough for me to smell something rotten coming from her mouth. Her black eyes stared directly into mine. Then she whispered, This time, I won't let you leave." That's when my little sister screamed, "Run!" Her voice snapped me out of whatever trance I was in. We turned and started sprinting back toward the car. But while we were running, I heard something behind us. At first, it sounded like footsteps. Then I realized it wasn't walking. It was crawling. Fast. Thump, 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 like some animal charging toward us. I looked back, and I wish I hadn't. That girl was chasing us on all fours. Her arms bent the wrong way. Her head twisted completely upside down. But somehow, her eyes were still locked directly onto me, and she was smiling the entire time. I screamed so loud my throat burned. We finally reached the car. I jumped inside and slammed the door shut. And 1 second later, bang! Something smashed against my window so hard the whole car shook. I turned my head slowly, and she was there, pressing her face against the glass, smiling, blood slowly dripping from her black eyes. Then she lifted one long finger and wrote something onto the fogged-up window. "You were mine before." And then she disappeared. My mom immediately started driving away. Nobody spoke. The entire car was silent except for my breathing. But after a few minutes, I realized something horrifying. I could still feel her, inside the car, right behind me. I could hear breathing near my ear, wet, heavy, rotten. Then her voice whispered softly, "If I can't have you." Suddenly, a horrible pain exploded inside my chest. It felt like icy fingers were digging through my ribs, pulling at something inside me. I started screaming hysterically, "She's taking my heart!" I swear to God, I could actually feel invisible hands inside my chest, pulling something out of me. Then suddenly, everything went numb. My heartbeat was gone. At least, that's what it felt like. I grabbed my wrist. No pulse. I checked my neck. Nothing. I started crying and screaming that I was dead. My mom pulled the car over while my sisters panicked in the back seat. They kept telling me my heart was still beating, but I didn't believe them, because deep down, it honestly felt like something inside me was missing. When we finally got home, my mom used her stethoscope so I could hear my own heartbeat. Eventually, I calmed down. But things never went back to normal after that night, because after we came home, strange things started happening. Every night at exactly 3:07 a.m., I would wake up to footsteps outside my bedroom door, slow, heavy, dragging across the floor. At first, I thought I was imagining it, until one night, I saw a shadow move underneath my door. Then came the scratching. Slow, soft, like fingernails dragging across wood. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I froze in bed, too scared to move. Then I heard her voice again, softly whispering from the hallway, "Open the door." I pulled the blanket over my head and stayed completely still. Then suddenly, the scratching stopped. Everything became silent. For a few seconds, I thought it was over. Then I heard something inside my room, right beside my bed, breathing, slow, wet, rotten. I slowly lowered the blanket, and standing in the darkest corner of my room was the girl. Her head tilted unnaturally to one side, her black eyes staring directly at me, and her smile was wider than before. Then she whispered, "I found you." The next thing I remember was waking up the next morning. My bedroom door was wide open, and carved into the wood from the inside were 5 words: "You should have come home."